Hi, my name is Elizabeth Aguinega. I'm here to talk to you guys more about an educational program that we have. We're trying to instill into our education system, known as the bilingual program. The bilingual programs have been around for many, many years, and I'm here to talk to you guys more about its benefits, its pros, and why our students need the bilingual programs. They don't need to go away. We need to enhance them. We need to empower our teachers that are our motivators in regards to bilingualism. So let's go ahead and get started with my presentation. Again, my name is Elizabeth Aguinega, and we're going to be talking more about a bilingual program that is going to benefit our students and empower our education system with it. So a little bit more background information in regards to the bilingual education. What is bilingual education? Bilingual education involves teaching academic content in two languages, in a native and secondary language, the native being Spanish and the secondary being English, with varying amounts of each language used in accordance with the program model. In the United States, the bilingual program primarily focuses on students that are considered English language learners. Our drive is to allow our students to succeed, and by succeeding, we want to go ahead and set a foundation for them. By setting a foundation with the bilingual program, it helps them to be able to move into a secondary language being English. With the bilingual education program, the benefits are targeted for limited English proficient students, meaning these are students that have never heard a word of English. We don't want to just throw them into an English general education classroom and expect them to succeed without setting a foundation in their native language. By giving them that foundation, the tools needed to succeed in their own native language, we're setting the set in stone to be able to converse, write, and read in English when it's time to do so. We're going to go ahead and get into some history because, of course, we have our bilingual programs that have we consider the bilingual programs through the United States for many, many years. First, with the 14th Amendment to the U.S. Constitution. This amendment established the constitutional basis for the educational rights of language minority students. This kicked off our bilingual programs and the reason of its success. Brown versus Board of Education in 1954. In 1954 declared unconstitutional the separation and ordered desegregation. Equal education opportunity was established for all students. Giving English language learners the opportunity to succeed via a bilingual program is equality. Without these bilingual programs, we're taking that freedom, that chance, those tools away from them. We can't do that. As teachers, as educators, as adults, we are responsible for these students. And in order to allow them to succeed in our schools, we have to give them these bilingual programs in order for them to succeed in their native language, set that foundation, and be able to succeed when going into a general education classroom where English is being taught and spoken. The Title IV Civil Rights Act of 1964. This act prohibits discrimination in programs that are federal monies and pretty much states that a student has the right to meaningful and effective instruction. Meaningful and effective instruction. Those are our key words. Meaningful and effective instruction. When we think about bilingual education, we need to think meaningful and effective instruction. That is what we are here to do. We are here to give and provide these students with instruction where they are able to understand in their native language. Therefore, they are able to correlate and pick up English by knowing the correct ways of their native language. In 1968 and 1974, we had the Bilingual Education Act. Our Title VII provides extra funding to school districts who have large numbers of limited English-speaking students. This was a key time for many bilingual programs. This gave us the funds the needed monies to be able to provide these needed programs for English language learners. Law versus Nichols, 1974. This denied equal education to 1,800 Chinese students due to their limited English skills. Class action suit against the San Francisco School District followed. The students were provided with textbooks. Just as other, however, equality was not reached because students didn't understand the language. This is the reason why we need bilingual programs. It allows the teachers to provide the students with the needed tools, with the needed foundation that they would need in order to speak, write, and read in English. The remedies: established basic guidelines for schools who serve LEP students. These are some of the cases that have allowed or set payment for the bilingual education and its students. So why bilingual education programs? Why do we need them? Why do our students need them? Bilingual programs are in place for many reasons. One, students have the right to an effective education that will enable them to mainstream into the general education program using their native language as a foundation. We need bilingual education programs to serve all students with some more benefits of bilingual education. There are many benefits when considering the bilingual education for our students. One is the cognitive ability, meaning this ability allows the brain to be able to solve problems in different ways. In other words, students that are bilingual are able to think and evaluate issues or problems in their brains with using both languages. For example, when a bilingual student is presented with a situation or problem, they think on resolving the issue simultaneously in both languages. If a word is given to them, they automatically start relating such word with one in their language. This is called coactivation, and this gives them a tool or a boost of intellectual thinking considering their bilingualism. Another large benefit that we are all aware of is the education and employment advancement. The metalinguistic advantages are that students outperform their monolingual counterparts. Due to the language transfer, they are strong in foundation in terms of bilingual, which allows for easy language transfer, allowing students to mainstream into education programs, which is the goal of bilingual education. And considering employment, it is considered an asset to any company being able to speak a second language. Health. Don't use it, you lose it. We're talking about the brain. Did you know that being bilingual helps the brain to think and to be able to use it more? Researchers have found that being bilingual allows less memory loss. Language systems are always active and competing. Controlled mechanisms are active every time they speak and listen. Such practice reinforces the control mechanisms and changes the associated brain regions. Advantages of bilingual students: being able to speak two languages fluently, the ability to learn new vocabulary very easily and broaden personal dictionary, good listening and speaking skills, fast learners, able to better connect with others, positive effect on intellectual growth and enriches mental development, opens the door to other cultures and opportunities, and increases job opportunities in many careers. Living proof. My name is Elizabeth, and I am living proof that the bilingual program works. I was in the bilingual program from the beginning of pre-kindergarten through 2nd grade. I was then transferred into a 3rd grade general education classroom in the 3rd grade, where I was able to excel in all academics. I had no problems with my academics, and I was able to succeed in an English classroom because of the bilingual program that I was open to. I was an honor student throughout middle school and high school. I was able to work in many positions in the workforce where I practiced my native language. I received my Associates in the Art of Teaching in December of 2014, and I'm currently working on my Bachelor's in Multidisciplinary Studies and will be graduating in December 2015. So in conclusion, our young students are the future. Students deserve equal chance in having the life they deserve and want, and this starts with their education. Bilingual programs provide education equality. These bilingual programs provide the foundation in terms of literacy and reading needed for the student to develop a second language, being English. This bilingual program will benefit the students by giving them the tools and chance to succeed in our classrooms. So I am all for bilingual program, and you should be too. Thank you.